sorry guys, you're going to have to close, we've got to evacuate. A terrorist has been shot dead just down there.
It's expensive and impractical, and it doesn't always guarantee results. But tracking terror suspects is one of the most important roles for MI5 and our police. So, how do they do it? MI5 have around 3,000 subjects of interest, or SOIs. But they can't keep an eye on all of them all of the time. 24-hour surveillance takes at least 2 teams of 15 specialists, each working a 12-hour shift. Long-term observation may take up to 4 teams, which could mean around 60 people. Add in undercover cars, vans and motorbikes, as well as all the surveillance gear, and this becomes an expensive job. And remember, this is all for one person. 60 people for all 3,000 suspects adds up to 180,000 officers and spooks. And that's far more staff than all of the UK police and MI5 have combined. So they have to pick their targets carefully. When MI5 receive new intelligence, that kicks off a formal process. They check the suspect for links to any existing investigations, check across the MI5 database to see if they have any information on them, and then try to assess just how much of a threat they pose. The investigations are sorted into 4 priority categories: re-engagement risk, uncorroborated intelligence, extremist activity, and the highest priority, attack planning. The SOIs are also put into tiers. Tier 1, main targets. Tier 2, key contacts of the main targets. And Tier 3, contacts of the Tier 1 and 2 targets. Once they decide which investigations are the most urgent, the surveillance begins. How effective is this process? Well, we really don't know. The government say they've stopped at least 22 attacks in the past few years.
Oh my God.
But some of the highest profile terror attacks in the UK in recent years were carried out by SOIs.
The suspect had been recently released from prison where he had been serving a sentence for Islamist-related terrorism offences.
Westminster Bridge attacker Khalid Masood and Manchester Arena bomber Salman Abedi were both considered closed subjects of interest. Streatham attacker Sudesh Aman had also recently been released from prison, as had the 2019 London Bridge attacker Usman Khan. Whether these people should have been considered a higher priority is up for debate, but it goes to show just how difficult it really is to track terror suspects, and how high the price can be if they slip through the hands of the authorities.